What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is FinestXI. The prelim patch notes for patch 12.8 are out, and we're gonna read through them right now. Some man just got retweeted by BSG. That's Pog. All right, here we go. Added new skill crafting. Added new skill hideout management. Like, ideally, with these two skills getting leveled up, we would get like bonuses, like it takes less, you know, materials to craft things, right? Imagine it taking less, I don't know, chocolate to craft sugar and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, new special item compass. The compass is really sick. We got to see it in the 12.8 showcase. Yeah, so the compass is actually going to give you a 0 to 360 degree directional, I don't know what you call it, directional count. It's going to tell you exactly what degrees you're facing. I thought it was going to be cardinal directions only, and that was going to be really useless, but it's like PUBG style, tells you the degrees you're facing. Really cool stuff, actually. New type of bleeding, heavy bleeding. May open with a lower chance than a normal bleeding. Heavy bleeding requires special treatment items to stop. Also, some medkits have the property of stopping heavy bleeds. The character with heavy bleeding leaves traces of blood on the surface. So the coolest thing about this is, again, not the fact that we have another way to die. It's the fact that we're gonna get blood trails in the game. Again, if you didn't watch the 12.8 showcase, they showed somebody that was walking around with a heavy bleed. He actually leaves a trail of blood everywhere he goes until he fixes a bleed. That's gonna make the game a lot more fun. It's going to be interesting to try and track down people that are leaving blood trails behind. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing, personally. New consumable items: S-Mark tourniquet, hemostatic syringe, Kvass beverage. I think this is alcohol, and then these are for healing heavy blood loss, right? Fast backpack dump, the ability to quickly drop the backpack by double tapping the Z key. This is really going to help out the chads of the game. Anyone who's a veteran player knows that when you get in a fight and you have a heavy backpack, the first thing you want to do is drop it so you can get all your mobility back. Kvass was the Russian smart water. Is it actually water? Because you know how they do, you know, juice, you know what I mean? You know how they are. So this will be really cool. Like, what you have to do now is hit tab, right click your backpack, hit drop. It's really annoying. Double tapping Z will now just drop your bag, and that's great. That's gonna make it's just like a little quality of life change. New third version of voice for bear. I think we got to hear that in the 12.8 showcase as well. Just another voice line for the bears, which gives 3 each now, right? 3 bear, 3 USEC voice line. New faces and clothing for scavs. New faces? I don't remember seeing that, and not sure of the clothing for scavs either. I saw we're getting new clothing for bears, like they needed more awesome clothes. I don't remember seeing the scav changes. Voices of bosses: Lucar, Sinitar, and Rashala. They're getting the custom voice lines. The bosses are getting, these 3 at least, are getting custom voice lines. Okay, that's actually amazing. I can't wait to hear what that sounds like. New character animations in the menu, on loading screen, in inventory, etc. This is going to be when you're grouping up with your teammates. You're actually going to be able to see your teammates, what they're wearing, and have their nicknames above them in the lobby, which is something people have been asking for forever. So I'm excited. I think everyone else is too. New equipment, new clothes for USEC and bear, tops and lowers. I saw the bear stuff. I don't remember the USEC stuff. If anyone remembers the USEC clothing, remind me. Was it the berets? There's going to be what? Green berets, blue berets, purple beret? I don't remember. USEC stuff probably sucks. I just don't remember seeing it. New equipment: armored vest, chest rig, backpacks, headphones, helmets, and berets. This was all showed off in the podcast. We got to see all that. I don't believe they showed the USEC. I don't remember seeing it either. New weapons and weapon parts: M45A1 pistol, we got to see. KS23 shotgun, don't remember seeing that. RFB rifle, that's the new 7.62x51 rifle. That'll shoot the M80, M62, stuff like that. New mods for various weapons, cool. Quality of life changes: redesign the group gathering screen in the lobby. Now you can see the character models of the group members with nicknames. Very cool, very, very cool. Added display of object resource on the quick use panel. Display of the object resource on the quick use panel. This might be something like showing how much of an IFAK you have left on your hotbar at the top of the screen whenever you hit like 4 to use a med. It'll show you like 50 out of 300. But that's only a guess. I don't know. For mods, weapons, items moved by the mouse, drag and drop. Added highlight of weapons, slots, and mods where they fit. Green can be placed inside, yellow can be combined, installed. Okay, so some color coding for weapon building, which actually will not only help newer players, because, you know, this game has some pretty complicated weapon building. It's actually going to help me. I have, you know, close to 5,000 hours in this game, yet I can't be bothered to remember all of the mods and exactly where they fit on what part. And half the time they keep adding new mods and I discover them like 6 months later. So this will actually be really helpful. A little color coding for weapon building. Options in the game settings. Selection of the body parts. Color in the upper left UI element. A variant corresponding to the colors from the inventory on health tab, and the old variant red monochrome. When you take damage in the game currently, on the top left of your screen, a little character model pops up and shows if a limb is red or blacked out. Now it's going to be, you have the option of turning on a wider array of color settings. There will be green for perfect health, yellow for damage, red for severely damaged, and then black as usual for being blacked out. So you have the option of using the new color system or the old one for your little character model, which is nice having the option. Options in the game settings to select the principle of displaying the combat interface elements. Automatically hide or always show, quick access zone, endurance zone, and a current stance and current health, state of body parts, all can be configured separately. So all of the UI, the hotbar at the top, the character model on the top left, the health, the stamina bars at the bottom left, you can now turn those on and off separately. Previously, it's a all or nothing thing. You either have your whole interface on or none of it. So now we get to customize that more. That's good. Quality of life stuff. Added an ammo loading menu in the context menu of magazines in the stash. Ammo loading menu in the context menu of magazines in the stash. Okay, so something to help you load up ammo quicker. I guess maybe right click on a magazine. It gives you a quick option to load BS, load Igolnik, different ammo, stuff like that is what I'm imagining. At the flea market, when buying more items than are left on sale, the remaining available quantity is bought. Okay. Automatic sorting of character stash, any containers, backpacks, etc. by sort button. We got to see the sort button. Worked really well for the ammo, not so well for random junk, but I think they'll continue to improve it. And again, that'll be a time saver that we desperately need. On the preset or customization screen, the characteristics of the weapon in the characteristics window now change when pointing to the mod to be installed. Characteristics of the weapon in the characteristics window now change when pointing to the mod to be installed. Okay. In the kill list after the raid, the field distance showing the distance of the fatal shot was added. Ah, okay, so now every time we get killed, we'll know the exact distance of the kill shot. Previously, we did not know that. Wait, are they talking about for yourself or for the enemies? And the kill list after the raid. Okay, so it's actually for your enemies. So you're gonna get the distance of the kill shot for every single kill. All the scavs you killed, all the players you killed, you'll know the range they were at. So you'll actually, with Shooterborn in Heaven, you're gonna know just how screwed you got. You're gonna know like 99.8 meters headshot. And you're gonna know exactly how screwed over you got. That's in the kill list after the raid. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's gonna show for the enemies you killed. When you exit the game, we added a warning that your generator is on. That's really nice of them. Like, hey bud, you left the oven on. You might want to turn that off. Or actually, you don't want to turn that off. Does anyone here actually turn off their generator when they leave? Because I leave it on because that's how you have to generate Bitcoins. You have to have the generator on for Bitcoins to be made. So I never turn it off. Same thing with all the crafting. The generator has to be on. Can I have a warning that it's off? Exactly. I personally just need a warning that I have not put in a filter and I'm about to waste half my day running like a pleb everywhere I go. Added a counter for ready items after crafting in the hideout in the lower menu. Added a counter for ready items after crafting in the hideout in the lower menu. So an individual timer for each thing you're crafting, either in your stash or in your hideout. I think at a flea market, current flea market filters are no longer applied to your list of offers and your wish list. Okay. Sorting goods by category is now reset when moving between merchants. Okay. With a scroll bar in the stash, merchants assortment increased. All right, so there is a tiny little scroll bar that you may or may not have seen to the left of your stash and the merchant stash that you can use to click and then drag up and down. I think most people just use the mouse wheel like normal people, but they made the stash bar, the scroll bar bigger because you probably didn't even know it was there, which is really funny. Added a hotkey to unload the chamber. Oh, Control R. So you can take the bullet out of the chamber. Added a hotkey to rechamber. Okay, that's cool. Sent friend requests can now be canceled. Oh my God. I think this is kind of a big deal. I think people have been asking for this for a while, because if you accidentally send a friend request right now, if they don't confirm or deny the request, it stays there forever. So like you could friend request a fake account and that request would be there forever and you could not get rid of it. Now you can. Added accept all invitations button. How many invitations are you getting at any given time? I don't understand that. After death on the post, you can't see it. Sorry. After death on the post-raid statistics screen, your character is now displayed in the equipment in which he was killed. Because currently you are displayed as a hatchling with nothing on you when you die. Now, when you die, you can see what you were wearing when you died. If the weapon has no magazine and there is no cartridge in the chamber, then by pressing the reload, the cartridge is now charged into the chamber if there is a bunch of rounds in the pockets or vest. The weapon has no magazine and there is no cartridge in the chamber. Round in the chamber? Then by pressing the reload, the cartridge round is now charged into the chamber. Single round reloading. Yes. If there's a bunch of rounds in the pockets or vest. So you can carry around no mags, just ammo in your pocket, hit R, it pops a bullet in, chambers it. One bullet, shoot, redo. Pop a bullet, shoot. That's gonna make for some really cool challenges. I will be taking advantage of that. No mag runs. Yeah, that's cool. Outside the raid, the stash can now be opened and closed by pressing the tab hotkey. That might be the coolest thing on this list. Time will tell. I think that's gonna be really cool. Adding display of found in raid status icon for canisters in the hideout generator area if the canister is found in raid. Okay. Now the empty button is displayed as the last item in a drop-down menu of the canister selection for the generator. All right, that's a minor thing, but cool. Now the treatment at the therapist will be a free of charge first 5 levels of the character. Nice. So if you're under level 5 and you die, you don't have to pay to heal. That's really nice, actually. That's really helpful for the newer players. Optimization, iteration of animation system optimization. Cool. Optimization, optimizing the work of AI on the server. High quality color option, enabled by default. Disabling can give a small performance gain at the expense of image quality. They're adding something that's going to make the game look better. It's going to be on by default. If you turn it off, you might get a little more performance. Okay. Different shader optimizations. Cool. AI improvements. Added weapon swing in bot movements. Good. Improve phrases for the attack by scav bots players. Okay. The bots now respond to the player scav follow me gesture. Dude, I just shoot scavs on sight, but y'all know me. Fix bot behavior in combat when its target is outside the door. Fix bug when kill a boss reacted incorrectly to smoke. What was he doing? Improve automatic cover search system. Fix one of the bugs from which a player scav could not become an enemy for raiders in reserve bunkers. A player scav could not become an enemy for raiders in reserve bunkers. I actually think I've experienced that. I didn't realize what exactly was going on. So raiders are supposed to shoot you as a scav. Or is it only after you aggravate them? Either way, I guess there was something going on in the bunkers of reserve and now it's fixed. Fix one of the bugs that cause bots to pass through closed doors. That literally happened to me yesterday. Straight up. 2 scav guards on reserve ran through the door to shoot me. A closed door. Bots now respond to the sound of approaching behind their back. Okay, so when you're actually coming up to one, they'll actually turn around at you. Fix bug when bot ignored players after blinding. That's funny. Fix the bug when a bot did not react to shooting at it through a masking net. Didn't know. Raiders now attack the regular scavs. Wait, like the AI scavs? Raiders now attack the regular scavs. So you're just gonna see scav versus raider gameplay randomly. That's cool. Bots now respond to bear, USEC, fractions with appropriate phrases. They'll speak my language, is what I'm thinking. Bots can now react to the sound of a knocked down door. Fix the bug when killing guards did not change the role of left alive bots. Desync of on and off status of the flashlight. Bug when the items of the killed PMC character had the found in raid status for the scav character of the same PMC player in the same session. So if you scav back in to your raid that you died on with PMC, your items, if you find yourself, will not be found in raid. A series of bugs with the ability of the character to look through the walls. Yikes. A series of bugs with invisible characters after spawning. Yikes. Bug with missing display of the list of weapons presets. Missing display of the list of weapon presets. Might have had that happen to me. Setting and removing mods now reset sight mode to correct a bug with aiming without image and lens. Setting and removing mods now reset sight mode. Okay. Bug of no animation for picking objects from a third person view. Error 228 when special characters were used to name a preset. A bug with the blocking of further use of context voice lines if you open the inventory during the sound phrase. Bug when on the item selection window for weapon crafting in the hideout, offered parts were already installed on the weapon. Bug when the effect of painkillers or stimulants was removed earlier than the shown time. Yikes. Bug when the inventory broke down and caused an error. If in raid, you remove weapons through delete key. Bug when the explosion of frag grenades did not impose a contusion effect. Bug when the gun stopped firing in automatic mode if you start to quickly press the fire button before holding it. This one right here was a huge issue. If you use certain weapons and you, let's say you had fully automatic on, and you went click, click, and then held the third click to start auto firing, your gun would not fire. And typically that would lead to you dying. So according to them, they have now fixed this. So if you want to tap a couple shots off and then hold down to auto fire, that should work properly now, which is actually a big deal. A bug when a state of the stock fold was desynchronized if an operation with the stock was performed during the operation with the object. Different bugs leading to a close enemy spawn. This might also be a big deal. There were some occasions where even in a game like Tarkov, where the spawns are so incredibly close together that within 10 seconds of a raid you can find an enemy, there were some occasions where it was even faster than that. Like recently on Shoreline, I played around with Arson and Subman. We spawned at town by tunnel. We started running to resort, and within maybe 5 seconds of running, we found somebody that spawned also in between town and swamp. And that was one of the sketchiest instances of an enemy spawning too close that I've ever seen. That one was abnormally close. Like I said, in a game where there are close spawns, sometimes I think you were spawning way too close to somebody. So apparently that's fixed. Bug when the message counter increased by the number of unread messages when a new message was received after a raid. Tooltips and UI objects hanging in the interface. I might know what they're talking about. It's when you drag something and you try to let it go and it would just like freeze on the screen and not go anywhere. Bug when the image froze in the optics after using a thermal imaging device. Okay. Different bugs related to the ability to move items from not fully searched vests, backpacks, etc. Cool. Desync of the price of quick health treatment. Desync of the price of quick health treatment? Huh? Bug with duplicate of Prapper's portrait in the merchant menu. That's not a bug. That's a feature. Didn't you all love getting the endless Prapper bug? I did. Fix the duplicate image effect with heat haze effect. Bugs relating to switching views to the hideout when the NVG on character is on. Error related to quick treatment when entering the hideout. Bug when the body took a static ragdoll position before touching the ground. Problem with bodies hanging in the air. Again, not a bug, a feature. Lately, people have been dying in like upright positions, and I see them and I shoot, and then I get close to them and I'm like, oh, you're dead. So no more of that. Kind of sad. Bug when the player would not receive the group status in the lobby. Bug when the resolution of the screen would not change after changing the screen mode. Bug when you could open context menu in the window of item transfer. Error, spam after suicide with a grenade. Related to decal rendering. Bug when jump action was in actions queue if player tried to initiate jump while laying down. Bug when standing level didn't decrease after quest fail. It's supposed to? Bug when standing level didn't decrease after quest fail. It's supposed to? That's horrible. There's a lot of quests in this game that you can accept and then go fail, and it doesn't matter. Like, you just accept a quest and you go do it when you're ready. Apparently they were supposed to decrease your status, and the reason that's bad is because your standing with the trader determines what you can buy from them. So there may be some quests that can actually take you down to the point of not being able to buy level 4 items from a trader and not being able to remedy that, is what I'm reading here. Because if I fail a Jaeger quest enough times, I'm pretty sure I can get him down so low that I can't get it back up. Like, because there's only so many quests you can do with somebody. There's a finite amount of quests that give you standing. But according to this, seeing as how you can fail a quest unlimited times, you theoretically could get your standing so low that you can no longer buy the best stuff from any individual. Bug of cycled animation when installing weapon modifications while reloading. Bug when healing wasn't interrupted during load unload of a magazine. Oh no, this was one of those bug features that I actually really liked. So normally whenever you get a blacked out limb, you can go into your tab menu, start healing up your limb. That takes about 20 seconds. While you're doing that, you can start packing ammo in your magazines. It's really efficient. It's really nice. That is a bug confirmed, and apparently now, even though they said they fixed this last patch, now it's actually fixed. We'll see. Bug of healing animation getting stuck while installing weapon modifications via drag and drop. That's a big deal. That would ruin raids for sure. Bug of inability to unload a magazine, which was in the magazine case. Okay, that has happened occasionally to me. Disabling buttons of installing and uninstalling video cards to a Bitcoin farm during sending of query related to interaction with them. This is a bug. Disabling buttons of installing, uninstalling. Various fixes and visual improvements of interfaces. Fixes and visual improvements. I can't wait to see the visual improvements. Bug when changes to marker on a map were not saved. If you are using markers, bless your heart. Bug when game client was unable to close after 601 backend error for online and offline raids. Many different fixes on locations. Various fixes related to rain and soaking of surfaces. Various fixes for backend related to increase the backend and overall game stability. Bug when armor didn't receive any damage from explosions of AGS and FNGL40 grenades. I did some testing with the GL40. Y'all remember that? Just saying. Delay before pulling the trigger of the SV98. Angels come down from the heavens. For the longest time, the SV98 specifically, when you sight in too quickly and pull the trigger, the gun doesn't fire. It fires about quarter to half second later. Really bad. Really bad. That's supposedly fixed. Fixes related to delayed actions on the lobby screen when gathering a group. Various fixes of minor bugs and errors. Okay, here's the last section. Changed. Stims and medical items now can remove contusion effect. Skills that require a body hit to progress are not going to be progressed with your party members. If you want to go in with your friends and melee them in the leg for strength points, which you will need at the beginning of your wipes, you can no longer do that with your party members. Kind of sad. If you choose to whack your teammate, take their health away, make them spend money on healing, I feel like you shouldn't be penalized for that. I don't really see the issue, but you know what? Okay. When character is blind by flashbang, he will always reload with mag drop. That's a really fun little addition. So if you are flashed, when you go to reload your weapon, it will always quick reload, aka drop your mag on the ground instead of putting it in your vest. Because if you didn't know, you can hit R to reload in this game. Pro tip, veteran strategies. You can double tap R in this game to quick reload. You drop your mag and pull out another one and put it in a little faster. So now when you're flashbang, you're always going to do that quick reload. You'll drop your mag. So you have to pick it back up after the fight's over. Decreased damage radius of FN GL40 grenades. So a further nerf to the grenade launcher. We knew this was coming. I can't say I'm not sad. Increased armor piercing of 7.62 by 25 TT ammo. This needs testing. So that's the stuff you put in your, what's it called? PPSH. The ultimate meme gun that I actually love and that actually does pretty good damage. Just got an ammo buff. PC blocks now spawn SSD and SAS drives, various big containers, various equipment, vests, backpacks, etc. What? PC blocks now spawn SSD and SAS drives. That's huge and really cool. Those are high value items, great for crafting in your hideout. You can now find those in PCs. PCs already provide some of the best loot in the game. Like they're total money makers. Now you want to hit every PC you come across, no doubt. You can find graphics cards, SSD, SAS drives, various big containers, various equipment, vests, backpacks. This is the part I'm not getting. Are they saying that the PC block will spawn these things? Or are they saying, it seems like they're saying PC blocks will now spawn containers, equipment, vests, and backpacks. That's what I'm seeing. I'm probably wrong. That doesn't sound right. Okay, various big containers, various equipment. It is worded a little poorly. We'll have to see. Big plastic containers now spawn more items in general. Cool. SSD in bags. Oh, so you'll be able to find SSD, SAS in containers, equipment, vests, backpacks. A little bit of a translating error. That sounds more reasonable. Could be wrong. We'll see. Big plastic containers will now spawn more items in general. That's really good. More items, always welcome. Minor changes to AI scav loadouts. What minor changes are we talking about? Increased fall damage. In the quest line, the Tarkov shooter player now can use any bolt action rifle. Dude, here's what I'll say. I've been putting off tasks in Tarkov this wipe. I didn't want to do them, especially the ones where I had to use the Mosin. Well, looks like I am rewarded for my laziness once again. Thank you, Nikita. Quest to unlock Trader Jaeger is now available after accepting of Gunsmith 1 quest. Requirements for quest Gunsmith 1 lowered to level 2. So you can quickly unlock Jaeger very quickly, right out of a wipe. As soon as you hit level 2, you get Gunsmith 1. As soon as you do Gunsmith 1, you can do the Jaeger unlock quest. Cool. Rework player spawns points at reserve base location. Huge. Gonna be playing a lot of reserve on 12.8 to see these new spawns. Reserve is the one map that especially has overly bad spawn points. They've been reworked. We're gonna see if they're any better now. Scab players spawn at the reserve location is made later in time. So you will have more time in the beginning of your reserve raids without player scavs. Very welcome change. It is the most scavved map. It is overrun with scavs at a certain point, and so they're nerfing that a little bit. That is perfect. Reduce the trader's restock timer to about 2 hours. It was once every 3 hours. Again, amazing. It's really difficult to secure the good ammo, the limited products that traders offer. I forget all day, every day to go restock whatever I want to buy. As soon as traders come back up, I forget to go restock. Now, every 2 hours, traders are going to reset you'll have more chances every day to get the ammo you want, to get the parts you want, to just get more of the things you want to use at a good value. That's a really good change. Okay, overall, I'm actually a lot more excited for this patch than I was after I watched the 12.8 devblog Nikita podcast. Okay, a lot of the stuff they didn't show off in that podcast that they're telling us now in these prelim patch notes are very exciting, very hype, super welcome quality of life changes, and just really, I don't know, a lot of fun stuff like PC blocks spawning more loot, increases to ammo that's kind of bad right now. A lot of the fixes like scab players getting nerfed at reserve, reworking the spawn points, stuff like that. And just a lot of the stuff that we covered is going to be good for the game. So yeah, 12.8, it's going to be good. When is it coming? We don't know yet, as far as I know. But guys, thank you so much for checking out another video. I hope this helped you in some way. I hope you enjoyed. This is a new format. We just recorded this video live on stream at twitch.tv/finestxi. Come hang out sometime. Thank you again for checking it out and have a good day.